What's up, everybody? Todd here, and I was going to do a review of Masters of the Universe Revelations Moss Man, and I wasn't going to get into this line. When I first saw these figures, first time I saw them was at Target, and I'm just a side note, I haven't seen the cartoon yet. I know there was a lot of buzz about it, but I went ahead, and when I saw these, I was just like, oh, those are some weird He-Man figures. They had He-Man, Skeletor, Moss Man, Evelyn, and then Skelegod, and I just was like, man. Every time I would just walk right by him, wasn't even paying attention, and then something caught my eye with Moss Man. He was the one that I was like, man, I don't care. This Master of the Universe, he doesn't even look like Moss Man. He's just a cool action figure, and that's what I collect. I mean, yeah, I collect certain lines, but I don't have to see a cartoon. I don't have to see a movie. I mean, if I see action figures in the store and I just think they're cool, and they could be, I have, a few figures from different lines that I don't even collect, and I can fit them into some other lines, or if I just think cool sculpts on them, whatever. And he came with this vine piece of hand or whatever. Just was like, man, that thing's awesome. His feet looking like roots. Just great sculpt work. He comes with 6 hands total. And I mean, this thing's what caught my eye. And I was just like, man, that is just awesome. Look at that thing. Like, his hand is just vines growing out. It's going to grab He-Man or whoever he's in battle with. Then he's got open hand. These look similar. So it's kind of weird. Those are really similar. So, I mean, just there's a wider distance between the thumb and first finger, pointer finger. So, and then these hands that are on him have the closest, your grip hand. So let's see, we got decent roll there. Tight joint, not a problem. New figure, I mean, that's what you want. You don't want them loose. But look at the color. I mean, the different tones of green. Little vines coming out, little buds here. Stands up very easily with those big roots for feet. Really cool detail. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Obviously I couldn't see the back of him, but just look at all the sculpt detail in him. And these retail for around $22. I collect primarily, I'm in the 1/12 scale, 6-inch, 7-inch figures. So, and the reason is they can just get more detail in them. They just look better. I've been selling off all my 1/18 4-inch figures, But just look at all the detail. I mean, his hands. Look like leaves and foliage, and like the legs look like just tree trunks, and just great sculpting on this thing. Great attention to detail. Very, very cool. Let's get this thing that drew me in. Let's get that on there. Pops in nice and easy. Look at that. Just so cool. To readjust here, it's got some forward weight. See if we can get him to stand on his own. That forward weight, if we can pose him like that. Lean him back. There you go. It's very cool. And then his head. He can't really look down much. Got that beard. Can look up a little bit. Not a ton of movement I've noticed in the heads of the Revelation figures. They're not built too bad though. I mean, got the double jointed knees. I mean, look, that's really good flex for a big character. Looks like double jointed elbow. So you got, really good flex. A lot of the figures are coming with the double jointed elbows and knees nowadays. Just cool. He's got these good traps here. Just the detail is incredible alone. I mean, just a great figure to have on your shelf. You wouldn't even have to know that's He-Man. He could fit in with my Mythic Legions. I wouldn't have a problem. He's not as muscular as they are. as most of them, but could fit right in. Just very, very cool. And then box here. You got some cool artwork on the boxes. It's got Skeletor and Beastman. So there you have it. He's he's a good guy, heroic spy and master of camouflage. So I think I earlier said he'd be fighting He-Man. He would be fighting Skeletor or Beastman. My apologies, because he looks after the forest. So there you go. He's what got me hooked on Revelations. So I'll be doing a few more reviews with some other figures here, and hope everybody has a good night, and I'll talk to y'all soon.